FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 93.
30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 93 because math.
I knew that's what you were going to do.
No, you didn't either.
Yes, I did. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Stop arguing. People are watching.
People. There's people here.
There's people here. Thanks for joining us, stopping by, paying us a visit.
Once again, this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch.
I'm Pam. I'm the mom.
I'm Steph. I'm the daughter.
And we make our videos about every week, on average.
On average.
On average.
Sometimes twice a week.
We hope that you enjoy stopping in and visiting with us. And special hello to anybody who's just found us.
Yeah.
There are new people making videos almost every day, and there are new people finding FlossTube just about every day.
Yeah.
And there is a FlossTube channel for everybody.
Right.
In terms of personalities, in terms of tastes, in terms of style.
In terms of content.
And we appreciate that you chose to watch us.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
absolutely.
We hope you've been getting a lot of stitching done in the past week.
We have.
We sure have, and we are going to share that with you and give you a taste of maybe some things coming up in the stitching community, and so settle in. We are two stitchers, and so that's double the stitching and double
the fun,
double the laughs, and double the stories, and all that kind of stuff.
All that stuff.
Okay, want to start off by talking about our week.
Yeah.
And our week pretty much consisted of...
business as usual for the most part.
Pretty much business as usual. We did have our usual Friday at the shop, and that is Keepsakes in Sharonville, Ohio, if you did not know that already.
Yep.
And
that's our local needlework shop.
Local needlework shop. And it's about 10 minutes away, so we're very fortunate in that regard.
That's fine.
10 or 15.
Whatever.
So we were there Friday, and it was a really small crowd, which made it kind of nice.
I think a lot of people are on spring break.
Weather's getting nicer.
Like going outside.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So
it was fine.
We spent the whole day over there.
We sure did.
And had a great time.
We did.
I worked primarily on a whip that I am hoping to kind of catch up on a little bit. And Stephanie, you were there to work primarily.
I was, yeah, but because it wasn't busy. Usually it's like so busy that I can't get work done, like work done. Like I will ring customers out and help them, and obviously I do that stuff. But like emails and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff I don't do on Friday because
Barbara was upstairs putting the finishing touches on rearranging the thread room upstairs. And so forth, but it was a very nice nice day over at Keepsakes.
Sure was.
We are also getting ready for...
We haven't really talked about it as much as we did last year.
No, because last year was our first year
doing Stitchmania.
But if you don't know what Stitchmania is, I'll give you the nickel tour.
Please.
Stitchmania originally started as a Facebook group of stitchers, and mania is spelled with a Y, 2 words. And what they decided to do is use May as kind of a group activity of new starts. And it was started in 2015, and they decided they would start a new project every day for the first 15 days of May, back in 2015. And so each year, it's incredibly popular. Each year, the number of new starts increased with the additional year. So 2016, there would be 16 new starts. We participated for the first time last year, and it was 2018.
So it's 18 new starts.
18 new starts, one every day for the first 18 days of May. By last year, there had been enough folks participating that there were a lot of different variations on a theme,
Absolutely.
if you will.
Yes.
And it's really fun to see what people come up with in terms of what they do for Stitch Mania every year.
Yeah.
An
that's
example,
the basis.
an example would be, instead of new starts, it would be maybe works in progress.
Right.
What we commonly call whips. There would be a continuation of Stitch Mania from year to year in this sense. If you, in the course of the ongoing year, after Stitch Mania is over, if in your method of picking a pattern and working on it some more, you finish one, then that opens up a slot for next year.
Right.
And
that method was actually called, because at the end of the day, there's no real rules.
No rules at all.
So that was how it started back in 2015, but there are some people who do 31 new starts for 31 days in May. There are some people that do, like, focus on a project for 19 days, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just like having fun and starting stuff and whatever.
Right.
And so
it's all for fun.
Right. And there, so after the first year, there's a method that was started by Brittany over at Ingleside Imaginarium, and it's called the Blimey Cap Method. Right. That's her Instagram handle. Right. And so that's what Pam was talking about. In that, so both Pam and I, we started 18 new projects last year for Maynia.
Right.
Now, like she said, in the course of a year, if we finished one, that opened up a free spot.
Right.
If we didn't finish it, we would work on it the same date in May that we did last year.
So say I finished the project that I started on May 1st.
Right.
Wait a minute. No, if I didn't finish the project that I started on May 1st last year, then I go and work on that project the following year on the same date.
Correct.
Right. Now, one additional thing that Steph and I kind of came up with, mostly Steph, came up with last year is to tie our project to a holiday that falls on that date.
Right.
And there are probably 3 or 4 different websites with traditional holidays in the month of May and quirky holidays,
like
and
National Pizza Day.
Yeah, and eating kind of holidays and all that kind of stuff. They're not official federal holidays or anything like that. But we had a blast last year, really stretching the theme, if you will, to
match our projects,
meet the criteria of the holiday, and doing something that linked our individual projects together for that date.
Correct.
So as it turns out of the 18 that we started last year for 2018, I had finished 5 of mine.
And I had finished 4 of mine.
So we have some openings to fill.
Plus we get 1 new start regardless.
Because of the additional year for 2019.
Correct.
18 plus 1 equals 19.
Because math.
Okay. So what I did the other day while Steph was at work at the shop is I went back to my whip tracker that we showed last year, our little spiral notebook, and figured out what dates I started all of the ones that I still haven't finished yet.
Right.
Figured out where my slots were and did a little digging around about holidays. Now, like I said, she was at work, and I was fully aware that when she returned, she would
double check her work.
Double check my work, number 1, and number 2, she would have to figure out where her slots were, and her slots aren't where my slots are.
There's one where our slots are.
One coinciding date of May where we both finished that day's project. But otherwise, we had to come up with some coordinating theme.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets a little silly.
It does.
Because
that's the fun of it.
Because we have to think outside the box.
Correct.
And
or
so,
stretch a bit.
So she worked on putting our Maynia projects, of course, on an Excel spreadsheet.
Hashtag obviously do.
And we are all set to go.
We are.
Now, some people, I was watching Handwork Maniac this morning. she's already figured out, she's already done her Maynia plans video. We're not going to do ours today.
Nope.
We're going to do ours like we did last year in a special video, which is
Saturday
going to be
before May, which is the 27th of April.
The 27th of April is the Saturday before
May 1st.
May 1st, okay? And
which is what we did last year.
Yeah. So we've got it all planned. We're not really having to do a whole lot of purchasing like we did last year. Or
because I've kitted some projects up that I've wanted to stitch like throughout the year.
A year is a long time. And so when you think back to everything we've stitched and started and kitted up and purchased, the fabric that we've acquired in the meantime was really much less of a, or not, it wasn't an ordeal last year, but much less of a planning enterprise than it is this year.
I mean, maybe if we'd finish more projects.
Right. So mark your calendars. We're going to do our Maynia show special edition video on the Saturday before the 1st of May, which is April 27th. April 27th. Okay.
Mark your calendars.
Right.
Or just hit the bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit
the bell on YouTube so they know when we put up a new video.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. So that's what's going on with us with Maynia. We're almost ready to do it.
So I mean, we could start tomorrow if we really had to.
Right.
But getting my Maynia projects ready and figuring out how many open slots I had, that was kind of what propelled me to do some organizing. But I really hadn't sat down and did a true whip count and a true kitted up count and whatever in a long time. And truth be told, between all the retreats we went to last year and the ones we've already been to this year, and I had projects here and projects there and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I just feel like my stuff is everywhere.
Yeah.
And so
it gets out of control very quickly here.
Yes.
We're two stitchers. We purchase independently. We get stuff in the mail. We are gifted a lot of stuff. And as Lynette just said in her post Frugal Yankee video, we brought back all the freebies from Frugal Yankee that ultimately will be at StitchCon, but we're going to go through the boxes first. Right. So I'm just keeping it transparent.
Right.
We didn't spend a whole lot of time with the freebie hearth, but before we dump it on the freebie table at StitchCon, there will be some perusing for sure.
Yeah. So what I did yesterday was we have a solarium, remember video number 1?
Yeah.
Which is now turned into our stash room.
Pretty much.
And so like I have my stuff on one half and Pam has her stuff on, and then whatever. So I was sitting on the floor and I was like,
and we do a lot of collecting.
Yes, this is true. So I was like, okay, so these projects. So I thought going into that, I was like, I probably have somewhere close to 50 or 60 whips. I really felt like I did. And I
kind of felt like I was kind of afraid too that you had that many.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 31, so I can do whatever I want.
I know.
And I had 35. And that's including the 15 from Maynia last year. So really that's 20.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day.
She's young.
Whatever. I can do whatever I want. But I was happy that it was like, oh, okay, it's only 35. I feel good about that. And there were 3 projects that I literally had put less than 5 stitches in. And so I moved those to kitted because that's not fair to me.
Yeah.
So, because there's no rules.
Right.
So,
right.
So that's what I did yesterday. Got our Maynia stuff done. So that was cool.
The other thing we wanted to talk about, are we done talking about Maynia?
Yes.
The other thing we wanted to talk about, we've dropped a few little hints.
Yes.
But we know that summers get busy and people's travel plans fill up in the summertime, which is just about here. Let's hope. I know there's some folks that still have snow, but you know, it is coming. But we want to, because Stephanie did talk to one of the gals at the shop, we wanted to alert everybody about how we're going to be spending World Cross Stitch Day.
Right. So World Cross Stitch Day is August 9th.
August 9th.
It's a Friday this year. And we have kind of dropped hints about a trip to Wisconsin in August, which we are planning on doing. And we are going to be at the Needle Workshop, which is a needle workshop in Wausau, Wisconsin, on World Cross Stitch Day, August 9th. And so as you are filling your summer calendars, and if you are planning on being in that area around that weekend, it's also the same weekend as the Needle Workshop's annual tent sale. So you can come get some good deals, and you can meet and hang out with us. It's nothing super formal, but we're going to be there, and we're going to hang out, and we're going to see you.
We're really excited.
And, we're super pumped about it.
You know, thinking about World Cross Stitch Day, and I watched Debbie at Creatively Yours this morning, and I watched Ingeborg's video about their Dutch retreat, and it just really brought it to mind that this really is a worldwide hobby. Some of you may remember, I think it was maybe in August last year, I'm thinking, we put out a call for comments where you live, and we got two maps, a world map and a United States map, and we literally put pins where everybody said they were where they were located, right? And it was tons of fun. I can't remember the video number, but if you go back and find a title that says something about hold the world in their hands or something like that, that's the one where we show the pins in the maps.
It was around August of last year.
Right. And
2018.
we, like I said, we had a really fun time with that. It blew our minds is what it did.
Was that August 2017?
Was it 2 years ago? Yes, it was. It was
August
2 years ago. So if you think back, it was our first year doing FlossTubes.
Yes.
2 years ago. Okay. And like I said, we were just blown away with where everybody was watching our channel from. Just watching. I don't care if you subscribe or not. You're watching us from New Zealand.
Right.
As an example, right? That just blew my mind.
Right. You know the internet is worldwide, right?
I do, but to just have somebody say hi from New Zealand is kind of cool.
Very cool.
We kept those pins in those maps until yesterday, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We actually thought that at some point we would revisit that exercise.
Yes.
Do you know what kind of response we would get, say, a year and a half, almost 2 years later, with the number of people that watch us now?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not patting ourselves on the back at all.
But that would be cool.
But it would be massive. It would be massive.
We'll do it again.
So
sometime.
We dismantled those maps for now.
Yes.
There may be a digital way of recording that, and we'll look into that. But back to the whole idea of World Cross Stitch Day.
Yeah.
It really is, when you think about it, a worldwide hobby, craft.
Right.
I don't like the word hobby. Craft.
Since when you don't like the word hobby?
I just don't. I think of hobby horses or something. I don't know. Worldwide craft. And how wonderful to see that it is. So, again, World Cross Stitch Day celebrated by us with the gals up at the
Needle Workshop.
Needle Workshop.
Yep, one word.
One word.
Needle
is one word.
Workshop
is the second word. And they are in Wausau, Wisconsin.
Yes.
And we're very excited about it. Mark your calendars, August 9th.
Please do.
There will be video, of course.
Obvious.
But anybody who is perhaps within driving distance might want to come by and say hi.
Yeah. And stitch for a minute.
Yeah. Let's talk about stitching.
Yes, 20 minutes in. Why don't we?
Let's talk about whips first. Okay. And I have been working on 2 this week. The first one is a mystery Sal that is sponsored by a British designer called Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and Sally, who is the designer, asked if I would be interested in participating. The title of it is called Seize the Day, SEAS. Nautical theme, beach theme, I'm there.
Right.
And so I've pretty much caught up, and I do want to catch up before Maynia. There are 9 parts to this. Usually mystery sales come out in sequence, and some of them are 12 months. This one happens to be 9 months. She sent me all the materials. We could choose either even weave or linen. I chose even weave.
Was it even weave or Ada?
It was either even weave or Ada.
Yeah.
And I chose even weave. Did I say that right?
You said even weave or linen.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, even weave or Ada, and I chose even weave.
Yeah.
And like I said, they come out once a month, and I think the 24th is the release date. We get them as a PDF. You get everything. You get an adorable needle minder, which I'll show you. You get all your threads, and everything is very nicely packaged and organized to just sit down and go.
Right.
So,
without further ado,
this is how far I've gotten on Seize the Day. And if you like bright colors, this is for you. So this is where I am right up until this morning. And the piece goes down to there. So
wow.
There's a lot of space to fill in. But we are at the very tippy top. And there is the needle minder right there, which matches the beach huts that are in the design. And so that is Seize the Day Sal. And
it's all DMC colors.
Caterpillar Cross Stitch, which is a UK designer. So there you go. That's fantastic. One thing I've been working on. And I don't have too much left to do before I'm caught up.
Right.
Probably right before the next release. But Stitch Mania will be staring me in the face.
Yes, it will be.
I'll very soon thereafter get up behind again. But
next.
The other thing is what I spun the wheel on Sunday or Monday a week ago. And it was one of my, was it a Maynia sort from last year?
Yes.
Yes. I spun my Maynia wheel. And this is an Italian designer. Boy, we're talking about World Cross Stitch Day. We're going international here. At least I am. This is from an Italian designer called CuoreeBatticuore.
You can roll your R's. I didn't know that until just now.
I didn't either, but I did it. Which in English means more or less heart to heart.
Oh.
No. If I could remember whether her name is in here, I don't know. They're on Etsy. She is on Etsy. And
just want to
just put enough in there for you to don't worry about it. They also have a blog too. But anyway,
I like the Etsy shop.
This is called, and they have such adorable designs.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
So adorable. This is called I Love Halloween in the Rain, or shortened to Halloween in the Rain. And that is what the picture on the front looks like. Okay. So when I went to kit this up, we looked at Vintage Country Mocha.
Yes.
And we decided that I would cut my fabric so that the streaks, if you will, they're not really streaks, but the variegated striations I wanted those to go vertically.
Right.
So that
it looked
like kind of rainy.
Right.
As opposed to horizontal striations.
Correct.
So, this is how far I've gotten this week.
So big.
And it's just adorable. It's really just cute. Adorable. I'll show the whole thing where I am so far. Okay.
She's so cute.
Now, I'll tell you what I worked on this week. I went down and did the trick-or-treat sack, if you will, with the skull and crossbones on it, and its little tag, which says trick-or-treat. And then I did the orange pumpkin. I am using lobster claw.
Or embers.
No,
lobster claw. Yeah, it's lobster claw.
Lobster claw. For the pumpkins, for the orange, it's what I used in her dress.
Right.
And what I'm using for the pumpkins. And I'm carrying the variegation horizontally. So they do look somewhat striped.
Right.
And this cloud with the ties going down for the skull face, and then the other pumpkin resting inside the moon, and the witch hat on top of the moon.
Pam, you got so much done.
And then I finally got the raindrops in, and working on the border. There are lots of words down at the bottom too, so it's not off center. I have to leave room for the words down at the bottom. I love Halloween in the rain. I'm using Weeks Kohl, Kohl, for the black, and there is some variegation to it. I see it mostly in her dress, and I've run out. So just in time to put this away. Steph's going to pick me up. You can see the striations now in the fabric.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it looks kind of dreary. 32 count, I believe, is what I'm using.
Yeah.
Yep, 32 count. Vintage Country Mocha.
Yep.
And it's just been a blast to work on. Very colorful. So if you like color, check out them on Etsy.
Yeah.
And I can't think of the woman's first name. And
you probably won't work on that again till Maynia.
Right, because it's a Maynia from last year. So whatever date I worked on it, I go back on that date and work on it some more.
Correct.
And by that time, she'll buy me some more coal, and we'll be good to go. All right.
Okay. My time?
Yes.
My turn? My time?
Yes.
Okay. So, I had a new start this week because I don't have a whole lot to show for it, but, and my needle's still in it. That's funny. Because I started it at the shop because I wanted to get people's opinions on it. Okay, so I am in on Facebook. I am in the Fans of Blackbird Designs Facebook group or whatever. That's what it's called, Fans of Blackbird Designs. And the administrator for that particular group is hosting a pincushion exchange. And I was like, yeah, I'll sign up. Why not? So just something different with a whole different group of stitchers, and so I said sure. So I am doing a pin cushion from one of their new books that came out at market, the Ooh La La book, and the pin cushion that I am going to be doing is this one here, and it is called the Le Poulet, a French pin cushion. So
there you go. International again, folks. Yep. We're talking all kinds of languages
today. We've been to England, we've been to Italy, now we're going to France.
Right.
And I love this. I want to do it for myself. I think that Le Poulet is French for chicken.
Yes.
And is your chicken right there?
There's the chicken.
So yeah. So I kitted this up, and I am, for the exchange, I am going to stitch it on 36 count Ale by Picture This Plus with one thread. And so this is my start. So that floss is Country Redwood by Gentle Arts. The fabric is showing up a little bit washed out on camera, but it is really golden in real life.
Oh, yeah. Hold it back a little and you see. Yeah, see how... Yeah. Yeah, it's really quite golden. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I like the one thread, but it's going to be pretty tiny on 36 count because even the model is stitched on 32 and it was less than 5x5. So it's going to be really, really petite and I'm so excited about it. So, that is going to be my focus piece for the week. And when I stitch, because I want to stitch it for myself, I'm going to stitch it on gingerbread, 28 count, so it's going to be even bigger.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. That's gorgeous.
Thank you, Pam.
You're welcome.
Okay, now it's time for the bell.
Wow. Wow.
I had 2 finishes this week. So.
Can you believe it?
Yes, they can. Okay, so my first finish, there's Moen Muffin on this, is my last shop model from Market 2019. I forgot what year it was for a half second. And I'm really happy about it. So this is what I worked on mostly for the entirety of 24 hours of cross stitch. And so I got a lot of it done on that, and then it's finished now.
Beautiful.
So this is Home of a Needleworker Squared by Little House Needleworks.
There you go.
And it's using the called for colors. All the colors came in the chart.
Needle.
Yeah.
Needle.
And you can't get the chart by itself. It only comes with the new colors that were released at Market from Classic Colorworks. So the red that's in the house, that is their new red. That's Campfire. And then the blackish color that's in the roof, that is Sticks and Twigs. And then this brown color that's in the words, that is Trail Dust. So those are the 3 new colors. The white, like in the spools, that's Eggshell. And then the green is Pine Needles. All Classic Colorworks. And so I want this framed. So Barbara said, okay, fine. So she is on the hunt for a frame. And
very good.
Very good.
So how many shop models did you do total?
For Market? 3.
Yeah, 3. So you're done with shop models.
For Market, yeah.
When all 3 of them are finished, fully finished at the shop,
yeah,
and on display at the shop, you're going to take pictures of all 3.
I am going to do that.
Okay,
yes.
So that will be something to look forward to.
She has FFO'd More Chocolate Bunnies by Hands On Design.
Yes.
And she's had my Pelican from Lindy Stitches.
Right.
And
those 3.
Home of a Needleworker.
There you go.
So there's that. And then my second.
Wait a minute. Don't you ring the bell for that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. And then this I finished in record time.
I couldn't believe how fast she was getting this stitched.
Well, it was pretty quick. So, this, I didn't even read that. This big book on the back of this. Okay, sorry. So this was a Market release.
Right.
And I have decided I really, like, I saw this and Barbara was like, I've never seen a chart that was more Stephanie in my life. And so I was like, okay, I bought it. And so this is the Stitch or Die Pin Cushion from Heartstring Samplery.
Right.
It's got a cat on it. It's got stitching on it. I'm there.
Right.
So, and see, this is the book I was talking. There's like, that's really, really cool. I'm not going to sit here and read it to you all, but I'm going to read it at some point. And I put the finishing touches in it today. So it's still in the Q-snap. Sorry, it's kind of off center, but it's the best way to show you. And I stitched mine on 32 count Rosemurda Jobelin from Under the Sea Fabrics. And that was one, I think it's the April fabric of the month.
Yeah.
I think. I wrote it on a piece of paper, but so it's not a color that's available right now.
It wasn't April, it was March. I can't remember.
Well, whatever. Yeah,
one of the newest.
Yes. And so, but I used all the called for threads.
Where do you see this?
So.
There you go.
It's done.
Yep.
And it was like super, super, super quick stitch.
Yeah.
The part that took me the longest was the border. I love this yellow, which is Gold Leaf from Gentle Arts.
That little kitty, so cute.
Yep, I love the little kitty. This blue, oh my good night, is Brethren Blue, and it is.
I love Brethren Blue.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So per usual, I love stitching on Jobelin. I love stitching on 32 count. It was like all my happy places. So, I actually ordered the trim from Lady Dot Creates.
Oh, good.
That is called for in this picture. And that I ordered, so it should be at the shop, hopefully, tomorrow when I go to work.
Yep.
And then I will give that to Jan, and I am sure that Jan, our finisher, has a nice fabric that will complement that.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Ready? Oh.
Happy finishes, everyone.
Cool.
Okay. Well, that's just great.
Okay. So, next we're going to talk about promotions. Okay.
Right.
Yes. So, first and foremost, what?
I'm just checking the notes.
It's fine, Pam. Okay. So, usually we sort of breeze through them, but this month we got mail.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Floss of the Month Club from Crazy Annie in Color and Cotton.
Right.
So, it is the Floss of the Month Club. And what?
She wanted you to make sure.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So, she's the one that sent me the message, Pam.
Okay.
So,
sorry.
So, it's okay. Okay. So, what Pam is talking about is that, I got a message from Annie this morning, and she wanted me to tell you all that there are still openings for the Color and Cotton Floss of the Month Club. If you sign up now, you will start with April's colors, which you will see right now. And because she sold out of all of the January, February, and March bundles. Right. So if you see these colors and you're like, yes, I want to sign up, you'll start with April. So
these threads are a dream.
Oh my gosh,
a dream.
Amazing. Okay, so when you sign up, and there's a link for you to sign up below if you're interested, and you can see all the pricing and the options and the things down below. Or once you click the link, excuse me. There are 3 different groups that you can get. So you have 2 options. You can either get 3 skeins or 5 skeins, and you can choose from either primitive colors, all colors, or the brights. So you can get, we get the max, which is 5 skeins of each of the 3, or you can get as little as 3 skeins of one of them. So it's all totally up to you. And so we're going to show you the April threads now. Are you excited?
So if you join now, you can get these.
Right. Yes. And they're beautiful. Okay. So these are the primitive colors. So we're going to start with Chai. Okay. Chai. And Kalamata, excuse me, as in the olive. And this is Bronze. This is London Fog. And the last one is Hazel Brown, which is like a greeny brown. So those are the primitive colors. And then next, I know we're blurry, but deal with it, this is the all colors, because I'm saving the brights for the end because it's my favorite. Okay, So this is the all color, so it's kind of a mixture of the two. So this is Monster Jam. It's like a light purple silvery color. And this is Sweet Pea. Really pretty. I say that about all of them. This is Driftwood. Brown and gold. This is Rose Gold. And the last one from all colors is Crushed Violets. Nope. Crushed Velvet. Reading is hard. So, there you go. Very cool. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so pumped about these. Okay. So this next set is the Brights.
Brights.
Yes. So, okay. Are you ready? Okay. So this is egg yolk. It's a light yellow, just like an egg yolk would be. This is avocado green. This is a flamingo, which looks just like a flamingo. And then my second favorite from the whole bunch is lagoon. Can you see that variation? Oh my goodness. It's so pretty. And then my favorite from all the April colors is Bing Cherry. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I want to stitch everything in this red. Everything. I want to wear this red. It's so pretty.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful, beautiful threads.
if you think that they're pretty too, like we do,
yeah,
then click the link below. Okay,
right. That's all you need to do.
That's all you gotta do.
The link below.
Just click on the link below.
That's right.
Okay, and so our next promotion is the SewMuch2Luv Bag of the Month Club,
Which you can join at any time as well.
Correct. So, we got our April bag this month, and if you have watched us sort of unbox one of these before, then you know that she always is so wonderful and sends some gifts with the bag. And so I'll show the gifts before I show the bag. And then she always is so wonderful. Karen, you're so wonderful. And she always sends a little letter that kind of explains where everything comes from, which helps when talking to you. Okay, so first and foremost, a package of jelly beans, because April. And then Easter. And then she sent a skein of Color and Cotton floss, which is, this color is rhubarb.
Beautiful.
Very appropriate. And then from StitchinglyAlong, which is on Etsy, I'll link her Etsy shop below. Her name is Charisse Smith, and she makes needle count, like thread counters and froggers and things like that. And so we got one from her for this month. It's pretty blue.
So you get a lot
of really good stuff.
A lot of really cute little gifts
do.
inside each bag every month. You really, really do.
Yes. And then it came in this really pretty little blue bag.
Yep.
And so I don't want to lose that. So that goes in there.
All right.
Okay. And then there was a exclusive pattern in this month's bag. And this is from Annie B's Folk Art. And it's called Time to Bloom. And it says, it's your time to bloom. Look at that sheepy.
Cute.
It's so cute, right?
Yep. Adorable.
Love it. And it's very, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's in all DMC.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah. Love it. So, thank you, Annie. And this is the bag. So, she said, happy April, everyone. Here in Idaho, we are seeing all the telltale signs of spring. Daffodils and tulips are showing their faces all over town. And so she chose this darling fabric because it reminds her of a vintage cross-stitch tablecloth that she uses every year on Easter Sunday. And I'm obsessed with it, to be clear. So, are you ready? It's pouring outside.
Isn't that beautiful?
So she is known for, if you will, putting rickrack here. And I love this lace detail. Like, I'm obsessed with this lace. It's so pretty. And then on the back, all the flowers and her little... And then even this fabric is different than this fabric. Wait till you see the inside.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
Like a vintage plaid, too.
I love it. Because it reminds her of a vintage tablecloth, Pam.
Yeah.
Read the notes, Pam.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my gosh, do you hear that?
Yeah. Thunder.
Thunder rolls.
Yep.
And the lightning strikes. Okay. I love Garth Brooks. Okay, so now you can talk about the next one.
Oh, our weekly promotional deal from our friends over in the Netherlands, Nursen and Nerden, the twin sisters of Twin Peak Primitives.
Hi, girls.
Hello. We always go through their designs and find one that strikes our fancy, that we think the viewership of our channel would like to purchase and stitch.
Yeah.
And we usually do that on a weekly basis. And this week's chart is called Old Flag Making. And if you go to either their Etsy shop or their website for the PDF download, you will get it for 15% off all week if you mention Pam and Steph. If you would like a hard copy, you can get those from Beach Cottage Stitchers.
Sure can.
And you will also get 15% off as our weekly Just Keep Stitching promotional price.
Yeah.
We're going to insert a picture of Old Flag Making here.
Yep.
And we also want to keep reminding people that the girls at Twin Peak have come up with a wonderful, wonderful promotion. It's called Tracking the Seasons. There are 4 seasonal scenes, all featuring tractors and other farm motifs.
Yeah.
And it costs about $20. And you can get that from their Etsy shop as well, or their website, or from
Beach Cottage Stitchers.
Beach Cottage Stitchers.
Yep. You don't have to mention that you heard about it from us, because you don't get a discount on it.
Right, because if you buy it and so forth, you don't have to stitch it, but you're entered into a all expenses paid trip to the Netherlands with Stephanie and I in early December.
Yeah, buddy.
So, if you are interested in international travel, if you would like to meet us and travel with us in person, then this might be something you want to look into. It's a fabulous opportunity. Having watched some videos of the Dutch retreat that was last week, we were on our edge of our seat looking for ladies that hopefully will meet up with us when we're over in Europe. So, Tracking the Seasons, and all you need to do is purchase it and you're automatically entered. If you happen to get it from your LNS, they have been picked up by Hoffman, so that may be the way to go. You need to go to the business page on Facebook for Twin Peak Primitives. Post a picture of yourself with the chart so that they know you purchased it, and they will make sure you're entered into the drawing for the trip. And
if you use the hashtag dutchmaynia.
Dutchmaynia.
Mania with a Y.
Mania with a Y. And that way they'll know to make sure you're in the pool of potential winners. So, Tracking the Seasons. Don't forget.
Right. Don't forget.
All right.
Okay. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yes. Mail call.
All right.
Okay. I think that you should show that thing hanging there first.
Oh, well, this is kind of a FF.
Oh, it's not mail call then. Never mind.
Well, it isn't really because, I mean, I did order the hanger.
Yeah, so never mind. Wait. We'll do actual mail call first.
Disregard everything you just said. Except for the mail call shout out.
Right, yes. Okay. So, maybe I'll take that out. Whatever. Okay. So, we got a lovely, lovely Easter card from our sweet friend Nicole.
Yes. We love you, Nicole.
Stitcher, we do.
She's so good about cards.
She is. And so this says, there's a little girl and a cat, and they're sitting. And it says, the girl says, I hope the Easter Bunny has a big basket of goodies. And then the cat says, I hope he has a limp. That's really what it says. And then on the inside it says, Happy Easter. And then Nicole wrote, cats are jerks. Love, Nicole. Very true. Thank you, Nicole. We love it.
Yeah. Right up on the mantle.
Yes. Okay. Are you people ready for this? So, I mentioned in a video.
Was that just last week or a couple of weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, I think. About how I had found on Stash Unload or at Keepsakes or whatever, one of the stocking books from Blackbird Designs. And I just had mentioned that I was on the hunt for all 12. So, Pam got an email from a lovely woman named Diana. And she said, please let Stephanie know I have all 12. And I would really like for Stephanie to have them because I know they will be going to a good stitching home. Yeah,
and
they will.
I replied back to Diana and I said, I just told her and now I have to go peel her off the ceiling.
Right. Yeah. I was like, shut up. She really wants to send them all to me? Okay.
Yeah.
So she sent me this lovely card.
Right.
Jumpin' Jelly Beans. That was me when I found out she was sending them to me.
Yeah.
And so really quickly, I will go through.
You're going to go through all 12?
Really quickly, Pam.
Okay.
Because they're all beautiful.
Okay.
Okay. So this is, now these are the monthly books. So they have, from my understanding, there's a Christmas book that's just got 1 in it. And then there's a Halloween book that's got 11 or 12 in them. Those I don't have. But I have the Christmas one, but not the Halloween. So these are the monthly ones. So this is By the Chimney with Care, 3 stockings for January. It's better if I show the backside. I'm obsessed with this birthday one.
For obvious reasons.
Because I love my birthday stuff. This is Love is in the Air, 3 stockings for February. Love that one. Oh, I want to keep them in order. March of the Daffodils, 3 stockings for March. This one is probably my favorite. This is April Showers, 3 stockings for April. Because I love that with the umbrella. Okay, that's April. May Flowers, 3 stockings for May. I love this one too. I love all of them, let's be clear about. And then Glorious June, 3 stockings for June. Look at this one with the baby. It's a stork with a baby. And I love this one too. Super pretty. Okay, next is Patriotic July. I told Pam she could stitch it out of here if she really wanted to.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And then Sweet August. So this is one of them with the sunflowers, which I love. And then the poppy one I love too. Splendid September. That one I'm obsessed with. This one I've shown. I had this, but now I have a duplicate. And then this is October Harvest. 3 stockings for October. And then Thankful November. 3 stockings for November. Look at that turkey. And then last but not least, Merry December, 3 stockings for December. So that's the first one. And then I love both of these on the back.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you so much, Diana.
Very, very thoughtful.
So thoughtful. And
they are in a good home.
They are in a very good home. And so there are 2 books that I have duplicates of. And my best friend, Linda Jo, she does not have them. And so I'm going to send her my other ones so I can keep Diana's full set together. See, it's even rubber banded.
Very nice.
So, thank you so much for that, Diana.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we got a box from Glenda.
We got a box from Glenda.
And, hold please. And my box.
You gotta see this box.
Box.
Box from Glenda.
Box. Okay. So, here, show your card.
Okay, so I got this beautiful, beautiful card. Right?
So pretty.
Easter greetings. Mm-hmm. All the glitter, all the flowers. And inside, a $25 gift certificate to Panera.
It's been a while since we've been there, though.
I think we need to use this up.
Can we go tonight?
We'll talk about it.
Okay. I'm really hungry. Per usual.
Per usual. Aren't we always hungry during the videos?
Always.
Thank you, Glenda.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much. This will be used. And
probably tonight.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I was kind of thinking about something else, but
okay.
I can be easily swayed.
Okay, so was I, so that's fine. Okay.
And then, wait till you see Stephanie's card.
I need to know where I can get this for my cat. But it's sort... No, it's not photoshopped. It kind of looks it, but no, it's real. And then it says, hope your Easter is clucking awesome.
Is that not how riot? Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
That's a riot.
Okay. And, okay, so I need to keep this open because she left me notes. So,
right.
First, I'll show you. First, I need to tell you that she sent not every time, but most of the time she sent us something, she always puts Care of Mo and Muffin on it. Because we all know they are the real queens of our lives. And so, in this big box of wonderfulness was a package of treats for the girls. And they said that they didn't want to wait till the video. So, it's already been opened.
They have been given their treats.
Yes. Okay, so I needed to say that. And then she sent for me a weekly organizer.
Look at that. Isn't that cute?
With all these cats on it. Look at this. Can't really this. And then there's sticky notes, 240, a memo pad, a weekly notepad, and then there's a little accordion envelope. So you open it.
Look at this thing. This is awesome.
And it's like, there's your calendar and then the posties. And
is that not adorable?
And this the cat. Get it? It's so cute.
It's just amazing.
I love it. Thank you, Glenda. Okay, and then she said that she loves to share things made in her state of Alabama.
So this is coming all from Alabama.
So first she sent 4 varieties of Bud's Best Cookies.
Okay, all you Alabamans.
Alabamians?
Alabamans? I don't even know.
So this is of the chocolate peanut butter variety. And there's lemon, there's peanut butter and graham, and
Bud's Best Cookies.
Bud's
If you've
best.
had them, be jelly.
Yes. He says, cookies are in my blood. I'm a little bit scared. I'm assuming that is Bud. All the self-control.
Yeah, all the self-control. Because if we do this, we're coming home to them.
Yes. Okay. And then there's a brand in Alabama called Golden Flakes Chips. And she said that they are uniquely Alabama. And so she sent 2 or 3 bags of just about every variety that they make. From everything from sweet heat barbecue to dill pickle, which I'm a little bit frightened about. I'm not going to lie. And that's barbecue. Cheese curls. I have to get to the bottom of it. Cheese puffs.
Golden Flake. If you live in Alabama.
Nacho.
Or maybe
thin and crispy.
Next door steaks also, but especially. Oh my God.
Hold on, I gotta put the snacks back.
Wait.
Or else I'm gonna start eating on camera, and we know that
doesn't usually go well.
Does not go well. Okay. Put the box on the floor. Because if it's within reach, I'm gonna eat them all. Okay. So, a few weeks ago, Glenda said that she was at a flea market or thrifting or antiquing or one of those things at an auction or something. And she sent me a photo of this thing that she got for a freaking steal. And I messaged her back and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing that you got it for that price. You better hold on to those. Those are like going to be worth some money. And she was like, well, I will hold on to them long enough to send them to you. And I was like, BRB crying. Like, I was amazed. And I was like, shut up, that's amazing, oh my gosh. Well, between everything that's been going on, I had forgotten about them. And then this box came. And then I took all the snacks out. And then I saw this on the bottom. And I freaking died all over again. So this is one of the 300,000 that were made. Collector's series from Pez. Completely unopened. I know this is not stitching related, but I don't even care because this is amazing. Like, this is super, super cool. And so, on the back, there's no place like home. You guys, don't worry, it's not coming out of the packaging. And it says, this special edition and numbered gift set celebrates the 70th anniversary of the iconic movie classic, The Wizard of Oz. The dispensers can only be purchased in the gift set, making this a one-of-a-kind collection for anyone who collects Pez and The Wizard of Oz memorabilia. That's amazing. This is my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's so scary. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Glenda. And in case anyone's wondering, I got number 246,133 out of 300,000. So.
That's amazing.
That's really amazing. So. Love it.
All kinds of love and thanks.
Thank you so much,
to our
Glenda.
friend in Alabama, Glenda. Love, love, love.
Yes. Okay. That is all the mail haul.
That is all the mail call.
Okay.
Now we want to talk about haul.
Yes, we do. So
and
now
we'll
you can
start off by this kind of kooky thing. When we did the under the bed box, whenever we did that, was that New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. Mm-hmm.
New Year's Eve. I came across a few items that really I thought, holy cow, that's all that needs, and it's done, right? And one of them was...
done as in FFO'd.
Done as in FFO'd.
Right.
And one of them was a design by Fancy That. Fanci, Fancy That. And they no longer design... but I have a lot of their patterns. I think I picked up another one at Frugal Yankee, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
They're whimsical. They're cute.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're timeless. Some people may think they look dated. I don't. And this one in particular is especially timeless.
Yeah.
It's called Shaker Village.
Mm-hmm.
And I like anything that on the Shaker design line.
Yeah.
There are Shaker villages that are dying out all over the country, and one of them was quite near where I grew up. Anyway, so this is called Shaker Village by Fancy That, and it was stitched on what was very popular in the late 80s, early 90s, a stitch band. And I think you bought it with it, maybe, or it was specially made for, because it had the opening at the top for a dowel hanger, okay? And I had never, ever acquired a dowel hanger. So I thought, isn't it about time?
I would think.
We found a website that sold Ackfeld Manufacturing, A-C-K, Feld, F-E-L-D, manufacturing, and
that's not the company that you bought this from, though.
No, but we found a website that sells the Ackfeld Manufacturing hangers. And I measured the width of this thing, and I picked one out, and I showed Stephanie, and she agreed. And it came in the mail. So this is part of haul. And we had several different options to go with. And we decided to go with the more or less summer patriotic because of the various times where the American flag button was put. So this is Shaker Village.
It's so pretty. Look at the other American flag. The
basket buttons, the cat button, American flag button there, and an American flag button up by the church at the top. So we decided to go with this hanger, and it just is perfect.
It's so perfect.
It's an FFO.
Yeah.
Finally. And we have a lot of little places alongside doorways, something narrow.
So you hang it, you just put a nail in the wall, and then you hang it by the top of the star.
Yeah. So that was a haul item because of the hanger.
Right.
And an FFO because this has been languishing without any way to display it for years. We're talking years, people.
Years.
Okay.
I wish you dated this so we could tell them how long it's been. But I'm almost glad you didn't.
Well, if you looked up that design probably came out in
the 90s.
87 or 90 or...
You know what else came out in 87?
We want to talk about our fabric of the month.
Yes.
From Crazy Annie. We get 2 pieces of Picture This Plus fabric.
Also, this is another monthly club from Crazy Annie.
Right.
Before you talk about it.
Yeah.
This was something that she had messaged me about earlier today, too. She has a ton of openings for her Fabric of the Month club. Some people signed up and didn't follow through, and so now she has openings.
Right.
So if you check out her Crazy Annie's Facebook page, on Facebook, and you can find the link in the post that she put in that Facebook group for which openings, because she has certain openings for whatever.
Picture This Plus fabric.
It's all Picture This Plus.
We get 32 count Laguna, both of our pieces.
Laguna.
That was a dumb
Laguna.
Laguna. And we get a fat quarter.
Yes.
A fat quarter. And we got a very pretty piece of doubloon, which is one of the more popular Picture This Plus fabrics.
I love it.
Very, very, very good to use on a lot of things. And we got a piece of PTP fabric we don't have in our growing
I've never
collection.
even heard of this color, and I work at a freaking needlework store.
This is Picture This Plus Splash. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So
It's super pretty.
We got those 32 count Lugana. And then I bought one chart this week. One chart. I really don't need any more charts at all.
Ever.
I have a virtual LNS in my house.
You have a literal LNS.
I have a literal, not virtual.
Because it's not online.
Right. I have a literal
LNS. A virtual world out there.
But I think this is on the prim end, but I like the saying and the sentiment. So Lori at Not Forgotten Farm, congratulations, you got me to buy this. It says,
she didn't do shit.
my needle is my compass. It guideth me through uncharted linen. Is that not the cleverest thing you've ever heard me say in your life?
Well, show them the pattern.
Look at this. Look at this.
It's so Pam.
Jen, Lee, check out the whale. Jen and I love whales. Mm-hmm. And super cool. I have a feeling that in person, this is just amazing. It's got an anchor. It's got a lady holding a heart. It's got a pair of scissors, a spool, and a needle, and a boat. That's cute. And lots of waves. So Uncharted Linen. Isn't that cute?
Is that the name of the...
Yep. Uncharted Linen from Not Forgotten Farm from Lori.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So, one chart.
Well, I bought more than one chart. Okay. So I I placed an order with Down Sunshine Lane last week for some threads for Stitcher Die Pincushion and Les Poulets. Right. And I just was like, I couldn't justify the shipping for just threads, so I added a chart. And so this is from the lovely and talented and dear friend, Jeanette Douglas.
Oh, yeah.
And this is called Pins and Needles, and it is part of her Sew Together collection. This is part 2. Part 1 is samplers, I believe. And there's 4 parts. I don't know off the top of my head what the other 2 are, but I saw this at Market and I meant to get it and didn't, and
really pretty.
Here it is.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then I placed an order with this entire order is all Linda Jo's fault. All Linda Jo's fault. So I placed an order with TheCottageNeedle on Etsy. And I will link. Wow, if I could spell, that'd be great. And because I was looking for I say it's Linda Jo's fault because she stitched this, had it framed, posted on Instagram. I obviously watched her stitch it. But I was like, oh man, now I need that chart.
Yep.
And I could not get it from our distributors. I could have gotten it directly from Brenda with Needle. Yeah, wow. For some reason, I just thought her name wasn't Brenda. With Needle and Thread. But I couldn't find it on Etsy. I couldn't find it on 123 Stitch. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I just put a general Google search in for the name of this chart, and the first place I could find it was the Cottage Needle. So the chart I'm referring to is called Gardener Good Witch. And what sold me on this chart is this cat wearing a hat pulling the wagon of pumpkins. Mm-hmm. And after seeing Linda Jo's finish and her frame of it, it's just beautiful. So I got it. And that's the enlarged. Okay. So this is Gardener Good Witch by Brenda Gervais of With a Needle and Thread. And because no chart travels alone, I got a second With a Needle and Thread chart called One for the Crow. And it's kind of morbid, but it says, 1 for the crow, 1 to die, 1 to grow, witch hazel, mugwort, bittersweet, yarrow. I love it. Mm-hmm. So, those 2 came home with me. All of these purchases were made at First Friday Stitchin on my phone. Online shopping.
While she's at her shop.
While I'm at my...
Where she's employed.
Pulls together. That's okay. Okay. And then, last but certainly not least, I have a problem. It's a good problem to have. It's that I can't stop buying bags from Teresa at DiddlyDaddle. I can't. Okay, so I have post notifications on Instagram set to turn on. So every time she posts a new thing, which is like every week, I see the new bags that she makes. And then I add them to my cart and I buy them. So, last Friday, she posted a photo of this bag. So I bought it. Because I can't stop myself. So she sent me a very sweet note. Thank you so much. I much appreciate it. And these really cute thread drops inside the bag. And
check this bag.
It's so cute, though. Look at the pie.
Who doesn't need a
pie bag?
Pie bag.
One thing I learned yesterday while doing all of my cleaning and organizing is that I also have a project bag problem. Which if you watch this channel, you know that already. It's fine. It's amazing. And her little covered button with the pie on it.
Yep.
And then super beautiful. I'm obsessed with this bag. I may or may not have already been using it for Le Poulet. It's so cute. So cute. So, thank you, Teresa. You're welcome. Also, Teresa. I'm just kidding. But, yeah. So.
All right.
That's all the haul.
That's all the haul.
Yes. Okay.
Holy moly. We want to, before we get to our giveaway, which is a project bag, we wanted to thank everybody who commented. I think there were about 350, if not more.
336 unique comments.
All right. Practically. Probably as we're recording, there have been more comments about people and their project bag experience. Okay?
Yeah. And the preferences and all of this.
And the preferences and what they don't, or favorite makers and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So, I went through them all, and I found one that I have pinned to the top of our comments on last week's video. It is from Mary O's, O-H-S. Mary, what a wonderful last name, if that's your last name. O's.
I love it.
If you just added it for fun, it's fun. It's fun. Mary said, until I discovered FlossTube, Ziplocs were my project bag. And how many of you are out there, just using things that you have around the house?
Nothing wrong with that.
Great. She says, now I have several beautiful project bags that I have purchased. I love any bag with beautiful fabric. I've actually started new projects just so I can have an excuse to buy a new project bag.
Oh my gosh.
So I thought that was the best sentiment to highlight for all of our project bag comments that we got last week. So thank you, Mary. Your comment has been pinned at the top of all of our comments from last week's video.
Yes.
We do this every week. We call it Pam's pinned comment.
Yep.
And
it's all Pam all the time.
That's because we really do appreciate all of your comments.
Yes.
So without further ado,
yes, if you
you want to remind people what we're giving away this week?
Yes. So what we gave away, or what we're giving away this week that you requested to get in last week's video is this beautiful project bag.
Isn't that gorgeous?
With the DMC threads and the wooden needle minder from Stitch Toolbox on Etsy.
Right.
And so what I did was I noticed, again, same as when we did the 6K giveaway, that 95% of the comments had to do with project bags. And so I used the same YouTube random comment picker as I did before, which is seeming to work out quite well.
Yeah, saves her a lot of time on the old Excel.
Yes. So, I mean, I'm quick, but,
Right.
So, I picked a winner earlier this afternoon, and so we will insert the video here. Guys, we are here to give away this beautiful project bag made from Stitch Toolbox on Etsy. And not only do you get this beautiful patriotic bag, you get these 2 skeins of patriotic colored DMC and a wooden needle minder and the business card from Stitch Toolbox. So we're going to give this away the same way we did the 6K giveaways using the YouTube random comment picker. Okay, so let's do this. So here is episode 92. Again, there's me, there's Pam, and we're gonna hit share and hit copy. Then copy to clipboard. And then up here, I've got the random comment picker. And then you enter the YouTube video URL here. Sorry about the glare from the windows. All right. Filter duplicate users. Get YouTube comments. 336 comments. And then, let's go. All right. Winner is Chloe Troop. 24 hours of cross stitch is insane. Props to you. I haven't used any project bags other than SewMuch2Luv, but I would love to try a bag with a vinyl front. I don't like the look of the fold over bags very much, so I don't think I'll be trying them. Well, isn't that perfect then, Chloe? Congratulations. So all you need to do is send your mailing address to Pam at her email address listed in the description box below, and we will ship this out to you. Thank you all so very much for your wonderful comments, and I'll send you back to regularly scheduled programming now. Bye!
So congratulations,
Chloe Troop.
Chloe Troop.
Or Troup, or however you say it.
Right.
Chloe. Like I said in the video, please send your...
As soon as we get your email...
Your mailing address. Because we can't send you a project bag via email.
No, I know, but she's going to send an email with her mailing address, and as soon as we get that, then we package it up and get it out in the mail to you.
Correct.
So congratulations, Chloe. You get a beautiful project bag.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
And I wanted to let everyone know, too, that we, all of our 6K giveaway prizes, we have heard from all of them, and 5 of the 6 packages have been sent. We have 1 package to mail out tomorrow.
Right. Right.
And what are we going to give away?
We are going to give away something that's super, super cool this week.
Super cool. Okay. So Pam got an email from the lovely and talented Jody Smith.
Right.
Now, this is the pretty postcard that she sent us.
Mm-hmm.
And she is amazing. Okay, where did she say that the links were? Oh yeah, they're in the email, so don't forget to give me that email with the links. Okay, so she sent, and she makes these lovely craft journals. And she has made a craft journal for StitchMania 2019. And, at craftingjournals.com. And these are also available on Amazon. And so I'm sure if you go to Amazon and just type in StitchMania journal, probably a good shot.
Yeah.
But so there is, from my knowledge, enough to have 31 projects go in here.
Yeah.
And so this is what the pages look like. So you have StitchMania 2019, and then a place for a photo of it, the pattern name, designer name, date started, date finished, floss used, fabric used.
Yep.
And it's
adorable.
So cute, and it's like really sturdy and well made.
Right.
So Jody sent one for Pam and one for me.
Right.
Thank you, Jody.
Right.
Love and
it. Great idea.
She sent for you all.
Yes.
Together a set of 2 journals. So one is the StitchMania 2019 journal, and then number 2 is a craft journal, another one of her beautiful journals. And in here, this is what the pages look like. So it says handmade, and so you can put a big picture here. Excuse me. Project name, date finished, made for, materials used, and comments. So everything from sewing to quilting to knitting to crocheting to anything
you do. Card making, anything.
Right.
Yep.
Diamond painting, whatever.
Right.
Craft journal.
So we're going to give those away as a set.
Yes. So the question that you're going to answer is, do you plan to partake in Stitch Mania? And if you do, what is your mania plan? So if you plan on doing 31 new starts, 19 new starts, focus on one project, whatever. If you don't plan on partaking at all, but you want this journal, then please let us know. And so just comment below and we'll pick a winner before next week's video.
Sounds good.
So thank you so much.
Right.
Jody. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's talk about what's coming up.
Let's.
On Saturday, coming up, we are...
the 20th, right?
On the 20th. Mm-hmm. We are heading to Findlay, Ohio, Findlay, and we are going to be visiting Craft Gallery, which is a local needlework shop in Findlay, Ohio, which is exactly 2 hours from my driveway.
Yes.
And we are going to meet, we're going to leave my driveway, and we're going to drive to our friend Sharon, who lives in Franklin, and is kind of sort of on the way.
Right.
And there's also going to be... probably Tony's going to be with us in our vehicle.
Yeah, it's the whole Whistle Stop crew.
It's the whole Whistle Stop crew, minus Crystal, who is going to be out of town. She just had a new grandbaby.
She did.
And the East Side folks, Lisa and Delisha, are going to be meeting us at Sharon's or going independently?
Meeting us at Sharon's.
Meeting us at Sharon's.
We're all going in Sharon's car.
And then we're all going in Sharon's vehicle, and we're going up to Findlay. And the plan is to meet Melissa and Candy because they're closer to that shop than we are.
Right. And they come down here so much that
we thought we'd head in their direction just to give them a break.
Plus, like, who needs an excuse to go to Craft Gallery?
Yeah, who needs an excuse to go to Craft Gallery, see Paula, see Carlton, and perhaps maybe I'll throw out the public invite if Jen Lee and her mom would like to drive down. We'd love to meet you guys in person.
Totally.
Because we're big fans. So if you're not doing anything Saturday, we're going to be up there probably mid-morning till closing with a break for lunch.
Totally.
Right?
Yep.
We're putting together some projects that need fabric, for one thing, because Carlton's fabric display is to die for.
It is.
It's a forest of fabric. It's just fabulous.
It's wonderful.
So we're excited about that. That's coming up on
the 20th.
On Saturday the 20th, coming up. And then in the middle of the week, we're going to have a StitchCon meeting.
Yep.
And we're getting awfully close, folks. So those of you who make floss tubes and are registered to come to StitchCon, if you haven't sent me a response to my email, please do so. We're backing up into a printing deadline, and we would really like your contribution to the special mingling tool that we use for StitchCon.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to say about StitchCon?
Nope.
Let's wait until the meeting, and then we'll have more information next Sunday night about StitchCon. And that's pretty much going to do it.
That's it.
All right. So thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. And
this weather's weird.
Yeah, we're having weird rain, not rain, rain, not rain.
I don't know what's going on.
So, anyway, happy stitching. Hope you get a lot done. If you're getting ready for Maynia, good luck with that.
Yes.
If you're sitting on the sidelines cheering us on, thank you very much.
Yes.
And we're going to see you in a week.
We will.
So, until Sunday rolls around again, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching. Bye.